Hey, everybody. This is Sharika Matthews of Live Life Beyond Barriers. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Thursday evening and you've had a great week so far. I know here in Houston, oh my gosh, the rain has started early this year. Usually we don't get a downpour of rain until March or April or May, but it has been raining cats and dogs here. I don't know, for some of my friends that live outside the Houston area, you've seen the video rescue of a bus driver getting out of a flooded bus and some of the passengers who have been stuck in the buses as well. So it has been a crazy week here, but regardless of the rain, regardless of the weather, I hope you guys have had a fantastic week so far. So I'm going to keep this short tonight. I wanted to just talk to you guys about the topic, which is, are you investing the time and the effort necessary to create the life that you want? You know, oftentimes you hear this phrase that we live in a microwave society and we want things quick, we want things fast, and we want things easy. But anything that you desire will take time to grow. When you think about the natural order of the world, you think about the natural order of nature, every seed that you plant no seed that you plant actually creates an instant harvest. Every seed that you plant in nature requires time, requires nurturing, and requires growth. So if you're out here and you want a happier life, or you want a deeper relationship with yourself or with God, or even with the person that you're in a romantic relationship with, are you putting in the time and the effort necessary for that relationship to grow? If you are building a business, are you putting in the time and the effort necessary to allow it to grow? If you are working on a job and you have aspirations to move up the ladder, are you putting in the time and the effort necessary so it can grow? Nothing worth having, or everything that you're working for, everything that you desire in your life, you have to give it the time and the space to grow. And so this is one of the things that I think I had a misconception of when I first decided years ago to start my own business, because I grew up in a family-run business, right? So that's kind of all that I knew, even though I had a paying job, but I still had a desire to own my own business. Hey, Purvis, thank you for the comment there. Thank you. But when I went out and really dreamed big and wanted more for my life, I just kind of expected things to come easy. Okay, I made the desire, or I made the statement, okay, I'm going to start my own business, I'm going to have my own house, and whatever the case was. And I expected it to happen like in a short period of time. I didn't really expect the setbacks. I didn't really expect the challenges, or at least the magnitude of the challenges that it took for me to achieve the things that I have achieved. So that's why I want to make sure that you guys get your mind right for whatever it is that you're going for in life. Hey, Delitra, thank you for joining me. Yes, you have to put time and effort in. So you have to get your mind right. Don't expect for a seed that you planted yesterday to produce a harvest tomorrow. Now, don't get me wrong, miracles can and do happen, but the natural order of things is to give it time to grow. So what effort and what time are you putting into your relationships? If you're talking about your spiritual relationship with God, how much time and effort are you putting into that? What kind of effort do you need to put into your relationships? What kind of effort do you need to put into your business? Or what even kind of effort do you need to put into creating your happy life, your prosperous life, or just a life that's full of fulfillment? What kind of effort are you putting in? Or are you just kind of doing it, whenever I have the time or whenever I have nothing else to do? If you make it like a side item or just an option, the journey there is going to be extremely long and much more difficult than what it has to be. So make a decision right there. Hey, Joe, how are you? So make a decision right now that from here on out, I am putting in the time and I am putting in the effort. And the best way to do it, the way that I've done it for all these years, is simply to put it on your calendar. I'm a very structured person, and so I like things to be in order. So if anything has to get done in my life, it has to be on my calendar. If it's not on my calendar, it doesn't get done. I was telling one of my coaching clients a few weeks ago that I got to a point, I was so detailed to a point at one time, I used to schedule my naps during the day. Kid you not, true story. And I wish I could show you the screenshot from that time. I want to say it's probably like last summer or something like that. I would schedule my naps. So you don't have to go as far as that, but yes, schedule time to grow. What part of your day or what day of the week are you putting in time and the effort for personal growth? You got to grow your mind no matter where it is that you're going to. What What time and days on your calendar are you dedicating to spiritual growth? What time and days are you putting on your calendar to develop your relationships, your romantic relationships, your professional relationships, your family relationships? Put it on your calendar. Get your mind right that if you want something to grow, if you want something to nurture, or even if you want something to change in your life, it takes time and it takes effort. So make a decision right now. Pull out your calendar or your phone. I know some people still use, paper calendars, or what do you call them? The Covey system of things. Put it on the calendar. And so that you can make it happen, and it can happen. So I really hope that this brief message here was just what you needed to kind of shift your mind and shift your energy to where it needs to be. Hey, Key, how are you, girl? And that's really the whole point of everything that I do, is give you little bits of information that you need to kind of change how you show up in this world, because you want to show up as your best self. You want to show up as your most authentic self, but it's not going to happen by accident. You have to be intentional about it. You have to create time for it, and you have to put in the right effort. And I want to talk a little bit more about the right effort, because sometimes we get busy doing busy work, but we're not doing the work to produce the results that we truly desire. So for example, I'm going to use the example of a relationship, right? A romantic relationship. You are putting in work, sending this person all kinds of gifts and love notes and everything. You're doing the work to create a more loving and a more passionate relationship, but it's not the right work, because that person's love language isn't gifts. That person's love language may be touch, or that person's love language may be quality time. Or you may be putting in a lot of work at your job for that promotion, but you have not yet actually asked, what kind of work do I need to do to get the promotion that I desire? Oh, yes. Hey, Denise, you said, I love your speech on the live well. Yes. Plan your future and grow all in one. Yes, definitely. So make sure you're doing the right kind of work, no matter where it is you're trying to grow into, no matter where it is you're trying to get to, you're trying to climb that ladder, or if you're trying to make a change in life. And there are two things you can do to actually make sure you're doing the right effort and the right work. Well, actually three things. The first thing to do is simply pray. Ask God, what is the next step I need to do? And don't get caught up on asking God for the whole process, right? Don't get caught up in that. Ask God, what is the next step I need to do to accomplish a thing that you have for me? Number two, who are you hanging around? Are you hanging around people who are where you want to be or have the things that you want to have? Who are you hanging around? Because if you're hanging around the right people, then you're going to hear the right things in order for you to attain the things that you desire. And then number three, cut out all of the negative talk. Cut it out. Cut out all of the negative work or the busy work. Ask yourself today, have the things that I've done today gotten me closer to my goal? And you can, and you actually start your day first by thinking about, what do I need done? Or what do I need to get accomplished today? Instead of just getting up, starting your day, and just doing whatever comes your way. Be intentional about your time. Be intentional about your day. And at the end of the day, ask yourself, do a review. What did I do today? And did any of the work that I've done today guide me closer to where I want to be? And if it didn't, cut it out tomorrow. If you spent 4 hours on the telephone today, just kind of chopping it up with your girls or with your boys, and it didn't get you anywhere, cut it out. You can't be spending 4 hours on the phone, or spending 4 hours on the internet, or spending 4 hours, just doing nothing and expect a result. So make sure that you're putting in the right amount of time and the right effort into getting the things that you desire. Hey, Demand, I need to write things down more and speak things into existence. Yes, and thank you for bringing that up too, Damon, because it is very important to write things down. When you write things down, you write down your goals. For one, it gets your goals out of your head and it becomes physical. It becomes something you can actually see and touch. You see I have my notebook here. I am still a very big proponent of paper and pencil. I am a very big proponent of writing things down. Or if I don't write it down in my notebook, I write it down or type it in my computer, and I print it out to make it real and tangible. And I wish I could show you guys my computer too. I actually have a to-do list every single day, and my to-do list isn't just business related. It is personal related too. Do I need to spend time with someone today? Do I need to go to the grocery store? Do I need to write a book? Whatever the case may be. And actually, this is actually what I do on my to-do list. I have the activity that I'm doing, and I have next to it the category. What part of my life does this activity fit into? So when I say I need to make a social media post, this goes into my marketing. If I need to go to the grocery store, this is taking care of my family time. Do I need to wash my car? This is making sure I can get to where I need to go. So I not only do I set my intention and my goals, I also set my intention for each of my activities and making sure that each activity feeds into a particular area in my life to help me grow. I actually have on my to-do list for the next 30 days is to read the prayer of Jabez every week. So I have it on my to-do list, read prayer of Jabez, and it says spiritual growth. Because I want to make sure that I'm doing the right activities to get me the right results. So I hope that this was a blessing to you guys. Thank you guys for joining me here on this Thursday evening. Again, take the time and ask yourself, are you putting in the time and the effort necessary to create the relationships, to create the success, to create the business that you want? Yes, I love that. If you haven't read the book, The Prayer of Jabez, Damon, I would highly recommend this for anybody. It's a very, very short book, but it's a very powerful book. Very, very powerful. And it actually recommends that you read the book once per week and say that prayer and really understand the prayer, really understand the structure of the prayer, and really understand what he's asking for. Because a lot of times we think about the prayer of Jabez and expanding my territory, we're thinking about getting, and not really understand that what Jabez was praying for God to expand my borders or expand my territory to allow me to do more good work for you. So if you haven't read the book, it's on my reading list this month. I'm in week number 2. I would definitely encourage you guys to go out and grab that book. Really easy book to read, but it could definitely change your spiritual life as well. So again, thank you guys for joining me. If you have any questions here, hey Desmond, how are you? If you have any questions here, go ahead and type them here in the comments. I'll wait a few seconds. I think I know there is a time delay between me speaking and you actually hearing what I'm speaking and then you getting the comments back to me. So I'll wait a few seconds, and while I'm waiting on any comments that you may have, just a couple of announcements. Y'all, I have my first event here in Houston next week, Thursday, January 26th at the Crown Plaza over at the Galleria. If you have not bought your tickets yet, I want to encourage you to do it. This is something that has been on my mind and on my heart for months. I've spent the last month or so really just kind of praying about it and planning and doing the work to bring something to you that is actually going to help you become a better person, help you have a better life. So if you're here in Houston, you're available next Thursday, January 26th at 6:30 p.m., I want to encourage you to go ahead and purchase your ticket now. You can find more information at bit.ly/livingbeyondbarriers.com. And as always, if this video has been a blessing to you, please share it. The more you share, the more this goes out to more people. And you never know who you may help. And you never know what seed you're planting today that you can reap a harvest on couple weeks, couple days, or a couple years from now. So share this video. And if you're in a position where you're looking for someone to partner with to help you do the work, to help you manage your time, to help you put in the right effort necessary to elevate your relationships, to elevate your life, or just to elevate your success, I want you to send me a message here on Facebook or send me an email to sm@livelifebeyondbarriers.com. If you guys don't have any questions, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you soon. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.